Hello, everyone. Welcome to BayernNow, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. So, a news roundup today. Also, acting as a preview to the Viktoria Köln game we have coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a very interesting last few days. No content from me. Why? Because my internet was absolutely tripping. It was tripping, man. The download speed was really high, but the upload speed was really low. So we couldn't even do the watch along for the Gladbach game. But people still showed up. We had like an average of 50 people in the chat. So, man, I appreciate all of you for tuning in, even when we have technical difficulties. So we're back. Daily live streams. Tomorrow we're live for the watch along. Forgot we have a game tomorrow for a second. I thought it was Thursday. We're playing Viktoria Köln. But we have some great news. I think for the first time in Bayern history, our entire team is fit. Our entire team is fit. Also, some really big news in the last 2 minutes. Fabrizio Romano just tweeted that Josko Vardio is moving to Chelsea for 90 million. 90 million. Leipzig just famoosed Chelsea. That's crazy. I think it's stupid business from Chelsea. I mean, it would be smart business if actually, no. Vardio probably has a verbal agreement with Leipzig that if a club comes in for him next year, he can go. This is basically Chelsea paying Leipzig to have a player in their team. It's a loan. So it's stupid. We all knew Vardio wasn't leaving Leipzig, but I think it's desperation from Chelsea, lack of direction. Unfortunately, it means a Bundesliga club is weakened, but 90 million, I'd take that too, to be honest. Bro, this is crazy, man. Vardio's a good player, don't get me wrong, but 90 million? Dude, that's crazy. That's a center back. Chelsea are spending ridiculous sums of money on center backs. Fofana was like 100 million or something. Bro, it's crazy. I mean, to be fair, maybe they have this long-term plan where Vardio, Fofana, and then Koulibaly in there. Maybe it's like a thing. But that tells you Todd Bowley doesn't know what he's doing, dude. Because that you should just wait next year and you'll get Vardio for half of that. Dude, they're making it a norm. If Bayern went in for Vardio, we'd pay 40 million max on him or 50. We wouldn't be paying 90, trust me. Even if there were other clubs, you would just convince the player to come to you and then what's up? By the way, FIFA ratings have leaked today. Let's get to the crux of the issue here. Leon Goretzka is back, baby. Yes. It was an intensive rehab, he says. I worked a lot, but I feel really fit now. I took the chance from day one and saw it as a preparation. So Goretzka's back. He's probably going to play tomorrow. I don't think he's going to start. Gravenberch will probably play, and who else can play midfield for? Not sure. I don't know. Maybe we'll play Stanisic in midfield or something. I don't know. Kimmich and Sabitzer need a rest, especially with the Champions League coming up next week. And by the way, when the Champions League starts, we're not going to have a 3-month period or a 2-month period or a month or two weeks where we don't get any games. We're just going to go from game to game to game until the World Cup. So we have to be really careful how we manage this team. We have a really deep team now, so we have to use it correctly. Speaking of deep team, we have lost 2 players, 2 attackers. Zirkzee is going off to Bologna. I think that's the club in Italy. I don't know where they are in the Italian league, but I think it was 13 million. So Bayern have clocked 100 million in revenue from transfers this window. So people say we spent money, but we also sold a lot of players. Lewandowski is half of that. So thank you to Barcelona, you pricks. So anyways, Zirkzee off to Bologna. We did secure a sell-on clause of 50%. That's crazy. So a sell-on clause for 50%. So we'll get all the money. We have a buyback clause that's not too high. It's like around 20 to 30 million. And it's a 4-year deal he's joining them with. Good luck to Zirkzee. I personally always felt his touch is really fitted for the Italian league. He's a good footballer, but he just doesn't fit Bayern. I don't think he's good enough for this team. He needs to be sharper, and he just lacks that extra 2 seconds of ability, right? but he can score goals. His finishing is good. His heading, he's tall. He has a decent amount of pace on him. So good luck to the guy. I hope he does well in Italy, and that's a good move for him. He was on loan to Parma and then the Belgium club, and now he's back with Bayern. So I hope he succeeds. Vidovic is off to Vitesse, a club in the Eredivisie in the Netherlands. This is a really good move for Vidovic because this club he's moving to plays possession football. They average an average of 54% possession in their games, in their league games. So he's not moving to a club that defends for 90 minutes. He's moving to a club that wants to have the ball, and he's a good addition to their team. They're giving him the number 10 because they believe he can be the next thing. I think that's the club Martin Odegaard went to. I think that's the club Mason Mount went to. So Bayern are clearly looking at that and just seeing that it could be a good career move for Vidovic. So the young 18 or 19, I forgot his age, he's moving there, and it's an important move. We need this kid to fight for a team like Vitesse, who are fighting relegation, and maybe give him a boost if he scores or gets a few assists. We'll notice that. He'll come in like Gnabry did and probably have a breakout season. Some players develop differently from other players. Musiala came into our academy for 2 seconds and was in the first team. He moved from Chelsea to Bayern. And I think he already had the development he needed, right? Even though he never played for Chelsea's first team, I think he already had the mentality to want to fight for a team because he moved from Southampton to Chelsea. That's an upgrade. So he needed to fight. So we're seeing something different for Vidovic, though, where he's been at Bayern for so long that he needs to learn to be competitive. And as a young kid, that's the worst thing that can happen to you as a young player is that you grow up at a club like Bayern or Real Madrid or Barcelona, because you can easily get complacent where you already know you're good technically, or else you wouldn't have been at that club. But then you get complacent. You don't want to work as hard. So by Vidovic moving to this club, he's going to be in a new environment, new country, and he's going to need to learn to be a man. And then he can come back to Bayern and cook for us because this kid is he's golden. I think this man reminds me of Ribery with his close control, and he plays like in the, false, not what do you call that? Plays in the pockets, right? So he's just a general attacker. I don't want to see him playing number 5 or in the midfield. I don't want to see that. So I think Vitesse will give him an attacking role. I mean, they're giving him the number 10, so that means he'll play as a winger and as a false 9 or maybe a main striker. I don't know, but an attacking midfielder. He's not just an attacking midfielder. He's a second striker, so he can play in a front 2 where there's a big target man, and he's the dude that makes the runs. He can also hold the ball up. He's 5'9". I think Vidovic can give us what Gabriel Jesus gives Arsenal. That amazing close control and just the creativity. I don't know. So the dribbling, the 2-footed finishes. So hopefully he gets some goals there at Vitesse. Bayern had some options. I think Gladbach were interested. I think Werder Bremen were interested. I'm not sure. So I hope we see something crazy from him. So I'm excited. I love Vidovic, man. Kind of reminds me of Coutinho that's another good observation. All right, Stanisic should go on loan. Hell no. Clubs have looked at Stanisic to buy him, and we don't want to get rid of him because he's our third left back. He's also our third right back, and he can also play as a center back. Vidovic is a freaking do-a-job merchant. So he's one of those players that will play everywhere, and he's good. So, yeah, he's staying 100% because he's actually starting next week. He's actually starting next week, or not tomorrow, next game. Tomorrow. Good news, ladies and gentlemen. Matisse Tell will get his first start for Bayern tomorrow. You know what that tells me? It tells me he's working hard in training because Nagelsmann has a few options he can pick from. He can just play Gnabry to get him into full fitness. He can play Coman because Kingsley is still kind of new to the system, right? He's coming back from his suspension. Although he has been training, it's not like he was injured. You would still want Kingsley to pick up some stats here and there. he plays Sané to keep the form going. You don't want to stop what he's already doing. And why change the front? I mean, it's not like Viktoria Köln is going to be an easy game, right? So now Guzman is taking a risk by playing Tell because this is a young 17-year-old. But that tells me Tell is impressing the manager in training. He's showing up on time. He's putting in his all, and that's good. That tells me we bought a player with a great mentality. I would love more than anything if Batista can get a goal or an assist tomorrow. That would be amazing. I hope this game is just an easy walk in the. I don't want no hard work from Viktoria Köln. I don't want them to start pressuring us, trying to Holstein kill us. Right? We don't want that. We want an easy game. Can we get an easy Pokal game? Why do we have to make it hard for ourselves? I want these young kids to play in these games. I'd like to see Paul Vanner. I mean, this would have been a game for Vidovic if he wasn't on loan, but I think the club understands his development needs regular game time so he can understand the nuances in his game. Because some young players are just gifted, talent-wise, they're raw, and they need game time to understand when do I pick this pass, when do I move here, and they need that. But some young players like Musiala, they already know those things when they come in, and you just put them in the first team already, and they just keep improving from there. Jamal Musiala, unfortunately, won't start tomorrow, rightfully so. We don't want him to pick up an injury in a useless game. Well, not useless. Pokal is important, but not at this stage, right? At this stage, you would expect us to win, putting out any team. Our second team in Bundesliga 2 or 3, third Liga, would win this game. But it's football. You can never script this game. This team can come out, have everything to play for, and just fight and win. And by the way, Bayern, doing what Bayern do best, we are helping them out. We are giving this club what was I going to say? Oh, we're giving Viktoria Köln 50% of the match revenue. So if the tickets were maybe $30, they get 25,000 times 20, 30, around $750,000 or euros. That's really huge for a club like this. I mean, come on, man. What division are they in? I forgot. They can't be in the second division, right? They're in the third division, and we're playing in a bigger stadium, so that's obviously really important. Getting as many tickets as possible. We're playing at the Rhine Energy, so the big stadium in Cologne. Oh, FC Cologne Stadium. So W Cologne giving us their stadium to play for, because hey, it helps them out, right? If this match brings in a couple million, they get half of that. And bro, you know how much boost that's gonna give them? Bro, they might have enough money to loan a few young players, pay their players for a whole year. I mean, think about that. This is a third division club. This isn't second division where they can have a little bit more money and have a bigger stadium. Bro, they have 10,000 people show up to their games. So we might get this team promoted by giving them half the revenue. So, and that's typically not what happens. I think that's not what happens typically. I think we'll cover the stadium expenses, because at the end of the day, that's what Bayern are. We help people out. We helped Dortmund in the past, but people don't remember that. They only remember us taking some of their players. Lukaku injured. I could not care less. Oh, I did see the FIFA ratings. Let me talk about them real quick, because it's always an interesting subject, right? FIFA 23. I don't play FIFA. I think it's a stupid game. It's not fun for me. I don't like my blood pressure being that high. So Neuer is our highest rated player, 90 rated. Kimmich with his annual 68 pace. I don't know why he has 72 shooting. That's such a weird. Kimmich's card is dumb. How is it 89 rated, 68 pace, 72 shooting? And then the passing and dribbling and the defending is good. But the physicality, I mean, I think it went up from the last few years. The pace and the shooting means no one's going to use him. Mane's card, everyone's going to be using that. 89 rated, 83 shooting, which maybe. I mean, Mane does I guess he still scores if they're offside, so his shooting should still be good. But his shooting here is like 83. I don't care, though. I'm not playing FIFA. 90 pace, so everyone's going to want this Mane card. Imagine Mane and Coman. Oh, my Lord, have mercy. What? Sane got a left mid card. Oh, nice. Finally, they gave him a good position. And 88 pace. I don't know how Sane doesn't have more than 88 pace. That's weird. Sane's literally faster than Coman. That's so weird. Interesting. Sane's shooting is 81. His passing is 80. Dribbling 85. Interesting, man. Sane has an 84. Guess FIFA didn't. Sane would have he had so many good performances last season, right? And he never got an inform in FIFA. That's how you know EA is full of crap. All right. Mullah's getting an 87 rated card. Oh, I should probably just show you this rather than just talk about it, right? I think it's probably going to make the experience better. So Goretzka got an 87. I think Goretzka's card is always going to be desired by people because his pace is great. His shooting is great. His passing is great. His dribbling is great. His balance, agility, all that, questionable. His defending is great. Physicality, right? That's his best stat. So he's just going to be that powerhouse in midfield. Imagine if Goretzka gets like a team of the week. Bro, that pace goes to 80, and now it's looking like an even better card. Gnabry, I don't know why his pace. I mean, I get why his pace is so. I mean, his close acceleration is good, but any other further distance, and he's too slow. Lucas Hernandez, pace went down. I think at some point you got to give Lucas an 86, man. De Ligt has a higher rating than Lucas. That's weird because Lucas is far more developed than De Ligt as of now. How many errors does Lucas make? Exactly. Even when Lucas makes an error, he just recovers because he's strong, he's fast, all that. De Ligt's card is just going to be desired as well by a lot of people. I don't know why his passing is so low, though. That's weird. I don't know why his shooting is so... I mean, his pace is good. De Ligt is one of those big, fast guys. He's going to be annoying to play against, depending on how if this FIFA is about close control and turning, agility, you're not going to want to use De Ligt. I mean, this dribbling is high, though. You're going to want to use someone like Coman or Mane or, I don't know, smaller players. So it means someone like De Ligt isn't as useful. Second page here, Davies. I don't know how he got a pace downgrade. That's such a weird thing that FIFA does, but they think Davies got slower somehow. Noose has a nice card. Upamecano with an 81, which will probably get upgraded. Musiala pisses me off because his pace is too low for my liking. I think Musiala is slightly faster than Gnabry, so his pace should be at least in the 80s. You know, I think his shooting should be better than this. But let's be honest, it's because he's young, and they know he's going to perform, so they're giving him these base stats, and they're just going to improve everything. I mean, there's so much room for improvement here if he got a team of the month or something, or player of the month, which I think Jamal might twice this season. I'm guessing. I think he's going to be a standout player. The injury kind of just annoyed me a little bit, but he'll be back. Let's be honest. Musiala came on, got the assist. Like, he's cold with it. Savitz's card, no one's going to want to use that, bro. The pace is too low and the height isn't there. I think if you wanted to use that, you would need him to get a few informs. Pavard's card, always really low pace. No one's going to use that, let's be honest. Gravenberch, bro, he's basically Goretzka. Like, he's a baby Goretzka. That's what it is. So Gravenberch he'll definitely get an upgrade. If he gets an inform and he's in like 82 and that pace goes up, the shooting shoots up, the defending and physicality shoots up, he's going to be crazy. I think Noose is going to be one of the most interesting right backs in the game because you don't need all the pace, and he's going to have good agility, and his defending is really okay. So Matisse Tel's card, man, that's just ripe for career mode. If you picked up a second division team, just buy Matisse Tel, bro. You know he's going to go to like 91. Like the card is ripe for changes. I mean, can you really hate that? Vidovic, same. I think 64 is like the base for these young players. Bonassar, this guy's still in my club. Oh, shoot. I just realized Nianzou and Vidovic don't play for us anymore for this season. Nianzou might come back. I don't know. Sevilla's, they're starting him every game, so that might be interesting. Bayern should have went for Ten Hag rather than Nagelsmann. Why the hell would we want that? I mean, look at the things Nagelsmann's doing. We drew a game last game, and it was our best game this season. Bro, how many chances do we have? Jan Sommer just turned into Jesus, just saving everyone, man. He turns into Jesus. You get saved. You get saved. You're just saving everything. So it was unfortunate, but, we drew and made the league look a little bit more competitive. So we move. We move. Oh, man. Oh, shoot. I do need to check. Oh, okay. So Nagelsmann said Goretzka won't start right off the bat. Oh, my gosh. Chelsea are offering $18 million a season. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Wow. $18 million a season to Frankie de Jong. Dude, that's crazy. Yeah, Torre cursed. Hey, yo! Y'all seen the Pogba story? Apparently, Pogba went to a Muslim witch doctor, cursed Mbappe. What? That's what his brother said. Bro, what? It's such a weirdly layered story. Apparently, Pogba's brother joined the gang. The gang includes some of Pogba's childhood friends that claim they protected him, so they deserve some sort of compensation for protecting him in the hood of France. And now they're going at Pogba trying to get his money. 13 million euros. Damn. That's crazy. So, bro, this whole Pogba thing is crazy. It's funny to me. So do a Bundesliga roundup. I did see your comment about that. Let me do a poll real quick. Y'all are all going to say yes, but no one's going to watch that. Wait, people might, though. See, if I did a Bundesliga roundup, I'm trying to get Fiago on the channel. Maybe we do it with someone else, because I think it'd be a pain for me to watch so many games, because I only have so much time. I can watch Bayern, Leipzig, Dortmund, the typical suspects. Frankfurt now, I'm freaking having fun. Did y'all see the Mueni performance, that freaking Kolo Mueni masterclass against Werder Bremen? Did y'all see that? That was crazy, huh? Nah, bro. Rando Kolo Mueni. I said it. He was going to be the standout player of the season. My man has 2 goals, 2 assists in like 4 appearances, dude. He's averaging, bro, these stats are crazy. I think moving from a club like Nantes, who don't play possession football, bro, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. And Frankfurt got him for free. And he plays across the whole front line. He scored against us, remember? Bro, he's just going to be like Luca Bacchio, but slightly like better technically and probably more consistent. Bro, that kid is good, man. And he's 6'4", though, which means he's going to be lanky. His first touch is going to, but bro, he's actually really technical, man. I mean, he's like a breed of these new strikers. They're just big, just technical and fast. Man, I mean, hey, Frankfurt might have a team. They might actually have a team. People thought losing Kostic would mean they just start losing. But they got a few players that made sense, right? Guts is already cooking, so they have experience. Someone that was world class at one point, Mario Götze, who isn't anymore, but he still has that extra sauce in his game. Then they loaned Luca Pellegrini from Juventus, so here they have the potential to use this guy in a way that makes they could get the best out of him, because Pellegrini was supposed to be one of the better left backs in Serie A. So hey, you got to respect the business that Frankfurt have done. I think Ndika's still there. Evan Ndika is still there because he wants to leave for free next summer and make more money. But that's good for Frankfurt because, bro, they have Spurs in their group. They could be one of those teams that you don't want to play in the UCL because they're a cup team. Also, this So in their midfield, I think he's linked to a move out, but I think it's too late. They have a really good midfield, bro. I'm just saying, I love the way Eintracht Frankfurt plays. So I am watching Frankfurt more. So I can only watch Bayern, Leipzig, Dortmund. If we're playing at the same time, that's a myth because I'm not watching any other team apart from our team. So yeah, I mean, I'll try to find someone else that watches other Bundesliga games and maybe do a roundup show with them. So yeah, Hudson Odoi to Leverkusen. Did that happen, bro? That Hudson Odoi guy, man, that guy is hilarious. His career is funny. People say he took an L by not joining Bayern, but he's making a lot of money, dude. Making a buttload of money. He's making a boatload of money. Man United signed Anthony. Yo, I feel like I was like the first person to actually know anything about Anthony. I actually, dude, I was one of the first people to be like, yo, I want Anthony at Bayern. I really did. I was like, and we were linked to him, but I wouldn't want him now, considering the way he treated Ajax, which I understand you want to leave, but not showing up to training, like, that's weird, man. That's weird. I don't know why players do that. As if Ajax didn't make you sign a 5-year contract and you willingly signed it. Wow, I just watched Mulla open a beer. That's crazy. Third league, I think, Richard, German third league. Yeah, this is the third German league, for anyone asking. Do you think the league is going to become more competitive based on what's happening so far? Well, I think, look, I mean, I don't see. The thing is, like, you look at Union Berlin, they're on the same points as us. They scored 11 goals. I didn't even know that. Three goals against them. So looking at the league, it looks like, oh, it's close. There's only 1 point separating Dortmund and us. But the thing is, Union Berlin ain't gonna they're not gonna finish in the top 4, nor is Freiburg or Hoffenheim. So none of this matters. When Leipzig get in their groove, which they're already doing, and start winning some more games, that's when you can make that. We'll answer this question in a few months. Leverkusen look where they are. These are the teams you expect to give us problems, and look where they are. So I don't think the league is becoming more competitive, man. I think it's becoming less competitive with Leipzig losing games and losing players. I don't know. Do you think Vardio is going to play the same with how the situation is moving with Chelsea? I don't know. He's going to be there for a year, and he knows he's leaving. If I was Leipzig, I'd terminate Vardio. I'd make Vardio be on the bench, bro, just to ruin his career a little bit. Get the money from Chelsea, bro. That's a lot of money. So I think Leipzig are going to spend a lot next year. They're going to get some more established players. But the only way to get out of the whole being a development club thing is to just go for it, man. Just go for it. Just keep some players. Limer, who's staying, which is a good thing. So we'll see. We'll say, mate. We'll say, mate. I did not know. I forgot Danny Carvajal played for Leverkusen. I saw a picture on Twitter. I was like confused. The truth is, Scott Parker was just sacked? Come on, man. Bro, he promoted you, and you sacked him after like 4 games. That's crazy. All right. You rate Forsberg from Leipzig? Hell no. God, no. He's trash. God, no. His first touch is awful. His dribbling is inconsistent. It's just, nah. He ain't it. He ain't my guy. All right. Leipzig's playing today, so I will watch them. Bayern versus Union in their stadium is going to be a hot match. Yeah, Union Berlin fans are crazy. They are crazy. How did Union Berlin become a top team all of a sudden? Well, I don't know. I'll be honest. I think Hertha Berlin should just sell their club to Union. They should just combine. Wouldn't that be crazy if Hertha and Union combine? Why don't clubs do that? I mean, I get it. Like, there's different owners, but bro, let's be honest. Imagine if Union and Hertha combine forces. Bro, they would. Germany doesn't have a big capital club. I don't know the capital of Italy. Is it Turin or Milan? I don't know, but I know there's a club from the capital of Italy that's one of the best in the world, right? In England, I think London's the capital of England, and you have like 4 clubs, Chelsea, Tottenham, Arsenal, Crystal Palace. So you have 4 clubs there that are competing in the same. Well, 3 are competing to be one of the best, right? In France, you have PSG. In Austria, you have Salzburg. Wait, no, Vienna is the capital of Austria. My bad. In Spain, you have Madrid and Atletico Madrid. So in every top 5 league, apart from the Bundesliga, you have a top team from the capital city. Like, why don't we have that in Germany? Well, I don't live in Germany. You know what I'm saying. Why don't we have that in the Bundesliga? A club from Berlin, the capital of Germany. That's great. That's competing for trophies. I think that's why Hertha Berlin spent so much money a few summers ago. But they spent money with no direction. That was their problem. They bought some really good players. They bought Matthias Cunha from Leipzig. That was a really good signing. The problem was they didn't have the coach that saw the vision. How are you going to sign all those great players and not have a great coach to coach them? That's how you make great players into a great team, or good players into a great team. You get a coach that gets the most out of any player. They should have gotten Daniel Farke. Bruh, I know, Norwich. But there's so many good coaches that go to these average Premier League clubs that coach them, and because the money's good. So Hertha should have spent more money on a coach than players, to be honest. They should have gotten someone like Ten Hag and promised him, we'll sign any player you want. They're not going to track Ten Hag. But they should have gotten someone like Ten Hag. So I think Bundesliga teams need to be more creative in their coaching hires or coach hires. They need to go get a coach from Besiktas or something. Someone that has different ideas. Not how many German coaches are in the Bundesliga? Too many, bro. Not that there's a problem. Like, German coaches are great, but it means this. It's too samey. Every team plays the same pressing football. I want a team that is coached like Man City, like just possession. And that they can get that by getting some, second division coach in Spain and give them a chance. I think we need some more expansion of how coaches are hired in this league. Dortmund got Terzic. Wow. What a signing. Wow. Just a German coach. We got to be more. Is Terzic German? I don't know. I'm not saying I don't want German coaches. I'm saying we need innovation in the coaches that are hired into this league. Because if we're just always getting coaches from the same, coach goes from Stuttgart to Frankfurt to Leverkusen to Dortmund. Like, that's so predictable. Or we get them from, I don't know, the Belgium league, and that's the only. Yeah, get a coach that can't speak German, but he's good. Why hasn't a Bundesliga team looked at Mauricio Sarri or Pochettino? Why not? He would be better than a lot of these coaches. Bro, why doesn't a team like Leipzig, I mean, Tedesco is a good coach. Why doesn't Dortmund look at Pochettino? You don't think Pochettino would like to coach? That's his job. But no, let's get Terzic. It's probably because Pochettino wouldn't be a yes man for the board. They would be forced to spend money. By the way, speaking of a yes man, W Deji in the chat. Deji won his boxing fight. I'm so happy for Deji, man. Oh, so many L's. I'm such a Deji fanboy. Spent years supporting this guy. Every fight, I'd be like, oh, you should fight again. Boxing could change his life. And he actually did. So I'm happy Deji won. I watched the fight illegally. Of course, I'm not paying for that crap. And it was a good fight. It's a good fight. All right. Everyone, do you see all German teams making it into the round of 16? Well, I see Dortmund, obviously, with Sevilla losing Lucas Ocampos, or whatever his name is. That's one of their best wingers. So it puts Dortmund in a good position, but it's Dortmund, so you never know. Ugh. I'm actually talking about the battle for second place. I already assumed Man City won the group. So Dortmund gets second. But do you really want to get second? Because you're going to have to play some hard teams. I think Frankfurt will probably give Spurs a lot of problems. And if they aren't careful, they could drop to the Europa League. But if they do what they're supposed to do, though they can beat Spurs. I actually believe that. Like, that's not something I'm just saying. I think Spurs play anti-football. Conte's record in the Champions League just isn't the same. I think Conte, his style just doesn't, maybe his coaching style doesn't translate to Europe because other teams play expansive, beautiful football, and he's always playing the same. And I think, yeah. So I think Frankfurt could top that group. Bro, Spurs fans are thinking that's an easy draw, but the teams in your group, some of them can cook you. I think Frankfurt might top the group, or if they don't, it's going to be close. So I think they get second. I see Leipzig and Real Madrid just breezing through. I see Bayern topping our group. So all Bundesliga teams in the Champions League get through. Wait, Leverkusen, nah, they'll probably get relegated. I don't even care what group they're in. They're going to get last. They're just never going to win, are they? Now, when it comes to the UCL or the UEL, the Europa League, I think Freiburg are going to cause some problems, and Union Berlin will do something. Wait, did Union qualify? I don't know. I just know it's going to be better than last season, or not, because Frankfurt won, and that's a Bundesliga team winning the Europa League. But I think we're gonna be surprised by how. Honestly, I don't see any. If we had Frankfurt in the Europa League, you would see a Bundesliga team outperforming a lot of teams in the Europa League. But I don't think Freiburg just had. United have strengthened, Arsenal, so I don't think any of them will get get too far in the Europa League. You have Roma, you have real good teams to play. So, yeah, you're expecting Leverkusen to be top 4 or 5. Well, expect it not, because it's Neverkusen. They're never going to get there. PL coaches have high wages, and that's the thing, right? So that's why you have to be innovative. You have to go to a country that you haven't gone to before and just get a player from there. All right, everyone. It's been a good show. Thank you all for watching. I enjoyed it. Like I said, Zirkzee, good luck at Bologna. Goretzka, he's back. So, dude, I don't think people realize the dynamic Goretzka gives us. Nagelsmann failed to get the best out of Goretzka when he played last season. So I think with this new formation, yeah, of course. I think if he coaches Goretzka, hey, stay here when Kimmich is here. Goretzka's a freaking bowler, man. Some of y'all be forgetting how good this guy was in our Champions League run. He was cooking Barca's midfield with Thiago. He was killing Messi. He was one of the best players on the field that night. I mean, all our players were great. So that tells you something. He controlled the midfield. He bullied De Jong. And I think having Goretzka back for a game like Inter, where it's going to be physical, Brozovic in the midfield and Barella, we know how that game's going to go. And then having Barcelona, you need physicality. So, damn, Chelsea, 90 million for Vardio, 81 million for Fofana, 75 million for Cucurella, and 39 million for Koulibaly. That's more than 290 million on 4 defenders in the same window. Wow. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm not even gonna lie, dude. That's crazy. That's crazy, dude. I mean, Chelsea's ruining football. Coman says he feels physically great. Well, can't wait for the game tomorrow. We'll be live for the watch along. It's the middle of the day, so great kickoff for me. I love these kickoffs. But hey, does anyone know why the time is like it's like instead of being 12:45, it's 12:46? Is there a reason for that? Like, I don't know. Is this out of respect for someone? I don't know. That died in the first minute, so they're just pushing the game forward by 1 minute. Like, can you explain that to me? I really need that because I'm seeing weird kickoff times. Should be like 12:45 my time or 1:30. It's 1:31 sometimes. It's weird. Explain that to me, guys. Explain that. All right. Prediction for the game tomorrow. I don't do score predictions. All right. Thank you. I think we'll win. Mia, San Mia, and peace.